everybody, and welcome Tamara and Barbara. I love you guys. This is going to be a great show tonight, folks. I'm just telling you it is. Welcome. Thanks for taking time to come and join us. Tonight's topic is touched by cancer. There is hope, folks, and that's what we're going to talk about. Um, these shows are brought to you by the LWN Media Productions on behalf of the LWN Live with Nature Foundation. They are a 501c3 registered right here in Sarasota, Florida, and we help the homeless, the human, the mental health community, excuse me, as well as the cancer community. I support all three of those. It's all about uh, resource for leadership, for transformational change, because when we decide that we want to change our life, great things can happen. And we're going to be talking about some of the things that you can do to achieve those. So we do offer the opportunity for you, the viewer, to learn, grow, to apply these strategies and completely transform your life. Positive transformation and empowerment are the goals of the LWN Foundation. Uh, the uh, the fact that we're an advocate for the homeless and the mental health and cancer communities, I think, is a really important factor. These areas need attention, and we appreciate your support. So you are watching this show though for a reason, and that reason truly is. I'm not sure what it is for you, but if you leave, you're going to miss the important part. So we don't want you to do that. So I've got Tamara Hunter on tonight. She is a sought after speaker, and she is the first global impactor and the founder of Chemo Buddies for Life. And I love it. Thank you. Um, it is a great uh, organization. It is a 501c3, and they support the cancer community. And E360 TV host, we're all hosts tonight from E360 TV, and this is so awesome. We have also Barbara Beckley. She is a TV host, and we'll find out more about that. We got a special surprise for you as well this evening. And so I'm just going to do this. I'm going to turn it over now. You can introduce yourself then, Tamara.
Okay, well, thank you very much. And in fact, I think you did an excellent job. A little bit more about me. I want to say thank you, Stephen,
Hmm.
for this last Friday,
Right.
because what you were gracious enough to allow me, and then many of those that were involved in Luana's Bradford's docu-series
Yes.
that has been airing on E360 TV and actually just aired the hour before this show,
Yes.
the second part. And so I'm introducing myself as one of the women that were featured in that docu-series, and then also say thank you for bringing that time and awareness. And we were calling it the halftime show
Yes.
because of the fact that it was between the first evening that it shared on the 20th and then the second one tonight, the 27th.
Right.
So, you know, and I see right now we've got our senior ambassador, Caroline Brown, with us. And, thank you for everything you do, Caroline. And
Yes.
so, and then also, may I then pass the baton, because you've got three guest hosts
Yeah.
here.
You absolutely can.
I'm going to pass the baton down to our senior volunteer within the Buddies, Chemo Buddies for Life, but also she is one of the Fab Five from the Let's Talk Fabulous show. And she also, you guys may not know this, but she has her own TV network too, and multiple shows that she runs on her own network. So we're grateful and glad to have Barbara J. Beckley with us today.
I'm so grateful. I kind of came into the party. I kind of snuck and said, "Oh, can I come to the party tonight?" So thank you, my queen Tamara and my king
Mm.
Stefan, to really coming to your show. This is amazing. I love when we talk about this, and I know we're going to talk a little bit about there is hope. But just to let everybody know that you are not that disease. You're not that. That's not your name. I always say that to people, and I love to be around you, Stephen, and everybody that's giving the love and showing that hope. So I'm just, like I said, I'm here as a person that cares. I'm here as a person to share anything I can share. But the one thing is, I just want to just show that love, and that's what it's all about right now, is just showing that love.
It
Yeah.
is. It's important about the love part. It
Mhm.
truly is. And that's what Chemo Buddies is all about: love, hugs, hope, and the opportunity to just feel safe, feel safe, and feel like you can share your feelings in an area where you're not having to worry about what do they think. Because I think,
Mm.
interestingly enough, tonight, um, I was listening to Joyce Myers, and they were talking about stress. And so
Mhm.
it made me think, people can be stressed out over this diagnosis, can't they?
Yeah.
They can. And what I want everybody to know, I don't know where you might be sitting on an anxiety level, but if you listen tonight, you're going to find out the fact that you can change your life by being involved with the Chemo Buddies community. And we're going on the public side, right? And this is so. Did
We
I
have
just
a big announcement.
did I just let it
You're
out?
giving a sneak peek already.
I did. I guess I let that cat out of the bag. Um, so the fact is that we'll be able, I think, offer the opportunity to lower the stress level because
Yes.
um, for me, I found, yeah, I was really anxiety stricken in the past.
Mhm.
Um, And what I had to do is get around other people that were like me, that had the same ideals, had same situations. And, this was kind of a tough day for me today because you know what, of course, I had to think about? Well, that I lost my wife to cancer,
Mhm.
and it's like, yeah, that hurt,
Yeah.
you know?
Yes.
So, Barbara, why don't you
Mhm.
tell us a little bit more because
Yeah.
you're gonna be doing the Saturdays.
You're
You
so
know?
much fun, Stephen. Okay, Barbara.
We
Like,
just see.
good,
Now
isn't
this is funny. I went to the party and now I'm in front of it. Wow.
You are
Uh,
the
okay, thanks,
all year.
Stephen. Well, first of all, I just want to give you some love today. Just give a little short little pause with your wife.
Oh,
I just want to she's an angel right now. She's there with
yeah,
you all the time.
he is.
And you doing what you're doing right now, I know she's just up there just dancing, so proud of you
I hope
because you're
he
leaving that
is.
legacy. You're leaving a legacy, sir. I'm gonna call you King. I call it. That's my royalty names.
Thank
But
you.
just I want you to really take that in and really soak that in because it's important right now. Not just today, because I know you're thinking about her more because of her
Yeah,
gaining her wings. I always say, but
right.
that you are moving forward in whatever you're doing on this platform. So I applaud you for that. Before we get
Thank
into
you.
this secret that we keep
Yeah,
talking
the
about.
secret that I let out the
The
bag.
secret. Well, and you wanted me to just kind of clue you in, Stephen, when we wanted to play the Chemo Buddies for Life video to kind of like tell them a little bit about what it is that we're talking about. And I know you
Yeah.
support it on this show so much,
Mm.
so many of your audience probably already knows, but you're going to recognize some of us. But Barbara and I were like, okay, that was a few days ago.
It was. It was a few days ago. Exactly. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Right. That was fun. We won't
Yeah.
go there right now. Let's just go right here. How about this?
Okay.
Listen to this, folks.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been shown that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Chemo Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
Share this with your friends and family and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am
Become a Chemo Buddy for life.
We are a Buddies network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are Chemo Buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for life.
Healing through connections.
That's so powerful.
Wow.
Made me, it is a reflective day for me today, because I think about my ex-wife a lot. And I know that she died very young, and these things can happen, and that can bring on the stress that I was talking about, right? But I guess I'll say this. When we trust, and I happen to have faith in God, and I trust in God. And so when I turn over my worries and concerns to Him and just trust that everything is going to be okay, it makes it easier to deal with. Yeah. It really does.
Yes.
What would you say, Tamara?
I would concur 100%. In fact, so much so that the clip that was shared in this that you just shared right now, that's me at the end, and it's about the humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love, and that we're here as a community, and that doctor is my doctor. It's not just an actor. That's my doctor, and he's the one that convinced us that, because there was, on a global level, because I spoke about this in the docuseries, that I was very proactive about learning. And my clinic was started by an international doctor that worked within, of course, the United States protocols, yet he had more of a global way of thinking. And so he was really big about partnership, that we are partnering in this and the learning process of it. And so what you were sharing right now, Stephen, is the piece of it that then, and in the docuseries, there was some of the women were talking about how they maybe worked with a therapist at their clinic, or they learned the mindset piece of it and such. They did touch also on the support people. And that's a big part within our organization, because it is for both the patient and the people that love and support them. And so the fact that you're being so real and raw right now, Stephen, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, because there are others out there right now, in particular, let's be real, many of them are men. And they may even say, you know what, I'm supposed to be stalwart, I'm supposed to this and that. And the reality of it is that our support people need as much humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love as the patients do, and sometimes even more. And so we've been so grateful that you've been so vocal with us for so long, Stephen, and shared your story of your wife, and shared your ex-wife, and shared your thoughts, and shared even some of your other family members with us at different times.
Yeah, exactly. And that goes to that, close to that other commercial, the commercial we just did. And my dad spoke, and I said, "Do you remember, Dad? Just the other day, it's like, do you remember?" And one of these days, maybe I can talk him into coming on the show and just sharing his wisdom. But thank you for saying that, Tamara, as well as Barbara. Being honest about my feelings, I think, is an important part of transformation. If you have fear, fear is, well, an acronym can be false evidence appearing real. That's what I thought I was. Because I've had fear. Doesn't everybody? But when we overcome that fear, that's the breakthrough. And so I don't have a problem being transparent.
Yes.
That's what I try and share with the viewers, is it's okay to be yourself and to say whatever you think and not be basing what the other person says, because there's a reason why they're saying something negative to you, and it could be because they're looking out for you, they think.
Yeah.
Could be because they're jealous of you. Could be for a lot of reasons, but when you just don't own other people's opinions and you just do God's work, life gets good. That's all it
Yes.
does. I mean, and you can accept these things. I said that on page 417 of the big book. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today.
Yes. Yes. I just wanted to say real quickly, Stephen, when you were mentioning about being vulnerable, being open, and it helps because now you got other people saying, hey, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
I'm not alone here. I mean, and I told Tamara when I first came to her, really first, it's been a while ago now, when I came here and I wanted to be a part of her life, and then she created Chemo Buddies, the whole organization. I said, I'm with you, sister, because I was alone when I went through. I mean, I didn't have breast cancer. I had another type of cancer,
Okay.
but no one around me, family or friends, either they were like, suck it up. I mean, I'm just keep it real. Like you said, Stephen, they were like, suck it up, or, well, what do you want me to do? Or even one person may ask me, well, don't sit here and feel sorry for yourself. People get cancer here and there. And I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, we're not talking about everybody right now. Can we talk about, I want to be selfish just for a little bit and say, okay, can you just kind of put some love here for a minute? I mean, this is my first time hearing. I mean, I never thought I would hear this in my life, that I had cancer, and then you're telling me to suck it up. So I felt that aloneness. And when I met Tamara, wonderful, like I said, she's my sister, she's my queen. And she was creating the Chemo Buddies so people wouldn't feel alone what they're going through. That just was like a connection right there, because I was like, I didn't want anybody to feel like I felt. So going back to you, Stephen, you coming out and saying what you said, it gives people that connection. People need to hear that, because they got to feel like, you know what? Thanks, Stephen, for saying that, because I've been feeling like this for months or weeks, or maybe the day that they found out. And thank you so much. Now I can tell my loved one that's going through it with me, so I understand what they're going through. Yeah.
And I want to add one more piece to that, and piggyback off of Barbara. And that is another thing that, thank you for sharing, Stephen, and saying ex-wife. Because you know why? I think that that's very important, because too many times I think that if there's been any kind of a strain, or if it's an ex, or if it's this or that, we're supposed to not care anymore. And you know what? Love is love, guys. And what we teach over in the community, and we're going to be talking a little bit about that here soon, is that we really do look at how can we become more in alignment with good habits, healthy thinking, being successful in our lives, all sorts of things like this. And when you think about the ex-wife situation,
right?
You know what? I think that the life out there and the world out there can sometimes judge, and we're a no judgment zone. We really make that a very big piece of what we do within the community, because it's all about the love, right?
Yes.
And so that's why I wanted to say, okay, and Barbara was saying your wife, and we're going to say your wife, because you know what, the legal status of it.
And none of that matters, right? Because she was my wife.
Right.
Ex, okay, that's the way that they want to classify me. But I felt, this is what I do. I felt sorry that I acted the way that I had towards that relationship a couple times. I felt like it was a gift from God to meet her, to have her in my life. Yes, she's got wings. That's what's beautiful. But she was my ex-wife, and I understand that, and I accept that, and I'm okay with that. Would I change it? No, I wouldn't change it, because we wouldn't be sitting here talking about it if I changed it, because I have to accept life on life's terms, but transparency is an important factor for me. And just being truthful. This is where the helmet, well, no, the armor of God comes in. The helmet of salvation and the breastplate of righteousness. Righteousness is being right and being forthright about what you think, and that belt of truth and the shoes of peace and the sword of the Spirit. And it took me a lifetime to get to where I am today, and I made a lot of choices for a lot of bad years, but now it just takes time, and patience is really important factor. We've got to be patient with ourselves.
Yes.
Because it doesn't
Well,
happen overnight necessarily.
Should we do a little bit of a reveal about what it is that we want to reveal? Because, and you have some of your people showing up right now.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Hi, Nose Angel. We love you so very much. Yes, let's definitely do that. Start with this one right here. How about that?
Okay.
Welcome, buddies, gather near. It's time to shine and lose the fear. Turn obstacles into stepping stones. Turn your dreams into motion. You're not alone. Your success story starts tonight. It's Success Saturday. Together our hearts burn bright. Saturdays light your way.
Success Saturday starts now.
Awesome. I want to say this right now. Thank you, Tamara, for putting that together, and Barbara. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. I'm excited about it.
Me too. Me too.
If you don't mind, let me kind of like the introducing of the host, and so you introduce the song, and now what I'm going to do is introduce our Success Saturday host. In that we used to do Success Saturday, and so that's why we have the footage that we did grab, and Barbara was always the host, but that was on the private side, guys. And anybody that knows the community knows that we have two distinct places, and we have never truly gone out on the public side. And except for when we did the 36-hour big events and, big stuff. But other than that, nothing. We always wanted to, but we were so concentrated in the group. So the other night, not long ago, and we both got the epiphany at the same time. So, this is a double confirmation. And it was like, okay, it's time to go out there in the public, on the public side. And Barbara was like, do you mind? I'm like, do I mind? Are you kidding? Absolutely. So we put it past our senior ambassador, who is Caroline Brown, and said, do you mind? She gave us the thumbs up, and we are, so I am introducing our, what we call chat host. It'd probably be more of like a show host. We're still evolving it. But right now, twice a month, starting in November, the 2nd and 4th Saturday, Barbara Beckley is going to be the Success Saturdays with Barbara host, and that is her song. And that's why she filmed, starts now, because that's what you'll see. You'll know you're in the right place when you see that. So, Barbara, tell us about Success Saturdays.
Yeah.
Woo. First of all, I feel like a little kid in a candy store right now. First of all, thank you, Queen Tamara, for letting me come back with Success Saturdays and bringing it to the public site, because I was telling Tamara that night when I came to her, I said, Tamara, you think I could? And she was like, yeah, because I always got to, hear from the queen bee. And my heart has been yearning. I'm going to say this because it's a deep yearning I've been having for like the last probably 2 years, where I just see so much, and we all see this, and I'm not going to get in. This is not a downer. This is to bring you upward. Is that we've been all seeing it. It's not like it's hidden. Okay. So we're going to put it out there. Like I said, the elephant in the room, right? About what's going on in the world. Right.
Right.
And I told Tamara, I said, I want to bring that light back. I want to bring that hope. Like we're talking about there about hope. I want to bring the success that we have in our lives that people don't even realize. We be shutting it down. We be putting it to the side. And I always say you're going to get more of this when the Success Saturdays come on. You're going to understand success in your own life is different than somebody else's, but we all need to celebrate it. We all need to celebrate the power that you have in you. We all need to hear your stories of your resilience. We all need to hear that. And I just want people, there's no levels. I'm going to be saying that through the whole time I'm on. There's no levels of your success is higher than mine.
Right.
Each success is high because it changed you and it made transformation somewhere in your life. And not only just you, in other people's life. So I just can't wait. I'm just excited. We're going to be bringing people on, Stephen. We're going to bring, I'm going to be doing some talking, some tips. It's going to have some fun. We have some fun.
And you inspired that, Tamara, from the beginning about the fun part, about enjoying yourself, doing things that are fun. I mean, positivity. It's no fun being unhappy, and feeling sorry. That's why I always said, I was in a pity pot, feeling sorry for myself. And who was that hurting? Me.
Yeah.
I do want to say this, and I'm going to turn it back to you, Tamara. One of the things I wrote in my notes right here, there is hope and light and love in the tunnel of darkness. Okay. People need to know this. There is light, but we have to bring that light. And the fact is that we are light. We are love. And I base that upon my belief in God, and that He told us that He says, I am the light. Said that in the Bible, and love. And we were made in God's image. And that means we are too, right? Yeah, that's what that means. So I just know that we are the light. And so you're going to shine a lot of light for us there.
Yeah, a whole lot of light.
A whole lot of it. And guys, Barbara and that big, huge smile and everything, she just is so much fun. And she's inspired songs. And she's, so much over the many, many years that we've been together now doing this. And the one thing that you brought up, that thank you for bringing it up, is making it fun. And that was one of the things, because Chemo Buddies for Life, why we say CB for the number 4L.org,
right,
is because we don't want to claim that word, because we're not about what type of treatment. And in fact, in the docuseries, I even talked about that, because it's in our paperwork, our 501c3. It doesn't matter what type of treatment someone has decided to go for. And it's not only, if you will, the 6-letter word. It's those that are affected by health challenges. It started with cancer, but health challenges and other life-changing events, both the person or the patient and those that love and support them. Guys, that's everyone. Yeah. Everyone in the world. And what I will say is that people come to the community and they will say something, and you both will say this, is that, oh my goodness, I feel it. I feel it. I feel something different. I feel the love. I feel the laughter. And that is really big. In the very beginning, it was humor, hope, and heart. When we first started this, and then we added hugs and a whole lot of love. And Anybody that ever has heard me or Barbara's on the commercial, humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love. Caroline was typing it into the comments, and if we can just all embrace humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love, think of what the world would be.
Humor is super important. When we laugh, it just makes us feel better. I mean, it just has some kind of a chemical reaction in our system to do that. It's so, and it's helps us. And, and not to go back, but just to say, look, if you're stressing out, start with deep breaths, laugh. I mean, I saw something the other night where they're screaming at the river or something like that, right? To just like get their stress out. And my dad he didn't think it's like, oh, it's like, you know what? I'm proud of them, because you know what? Better that they scream out into the river than they go shoot somebody in the head, right?
Releasing,
Come on. It's a way to release your energy and your anxiety.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean,
something else you said was shine. You were using the light and shining, and you said about the tunnel, right?
It is a tunnel.
And so the segue that I thought I would bring in, because you said, okay, Tamara, when we want to play something, we at the Let's Talk Fabulous show, yet it started actually the Buddies.
Okay.
This song was actually a song that came through me, and I brought it to the Buddies one evening. Caroline said, do you mind? And I said, do you mind if I play this and I see if some of the Buddies want to be involved? So I played it for them, just the song, and we started getting clips in. And that is the story behind Shine From Inside. So it's dedicated to the Buddies, and it premiered on the Let's Talk Fabulous show, and now it's here on your show.
It's so awesome. All right, let's just hear that song. That's so awesome. Thank you, Tamara.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Woke up with a smile I didn't fake. Took a breath and gave myself a break. Don't need the world to say I'm right.
I've got my spark, I've got my light.
Mira's not a judge, it's just a friend. I'm learning how to love myself again.
No chasing perfect, that's a game. I'm showing up, not hiding shame.
Every scar, every line, just a part of my design. Not holding back, not dimming down. This is me, I wear my crown. Shine
from inside, let your colors fly. You don't need a reason why
to laugh, to dance, to dream out loud. You're enough right here and now.
So take that step, don't second guess. The world needs your fabulousness.
You're the light, you're the vibe. Just shine from inside.
Some days are slow, some feel fast, but joy is found in things that last, like being kind or letting go of all the things I used to hold.
We've all got chapters, some we hide, but even pain can turn to pride.
I'm not a version made to please, I'm dancing to my melody.
It's never late to start again. Every story finds its pen. I'm not small, I'm not too much. I'm just right, and that's enough. Shine
from inside, let your colors fly. You don't need a reason why
to laugh, to dance, to dream out loud. You're enough right here and now.
So take that step, don't second
let go of doubt, let love in. This is the moment you begin.
The magic's real, and so are you. Be your best, it shines right through.
Shine from inside, don't hide your flame. This world will never be the same.
When you show up just as you are,
You're already a shining star. So take that step, don't second guess. The world needs your fabulousness. You're the light, you're the vibe. Just shine from inside. Just shine from inside. Yeah. Shine from inside.
Oh, wow. That is so powerful.
That was
First time I've seen it, and it's like so good.
that was fun.
It makes you want to just get up and dance, right,
Yeah.
Barbara?
I was down there. I was like,
It does. And I just have to go right now to Carolyn Brown's comment because it is about the light. It's about shining that light,
I'm inside. Yeah.
about having fun. So awesome. So
Oh.
Caroline says the phrase "darkness finds our light" is a poetic expression finding hope, strength, or knowledge within difficult or negative situations. It suggests that periods of darkness are not endpoints, but opportunities for growth, and that inner light is revealed or strengthened through adversity. So very true. This can be interpreted in various ways, from the psychological understanding of a personal shadow work or spiritual beliefs about divine guidance in times of hardship. So very true. So thank you, Carol.
Yes.
Sharing that.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Can I shine a light real quick on somebody real quick? Since we're talking about shining lights.
Yeah, let's shine the light.
Let's shine the light to Tamara L Hunter for all the music and all the videos and everything. She put all that together. That's her production. Yeah. So, and she always do that wink, wink. I'm doing it right back at her.
Yeah, I was like, anybody that knows me is like, some people will think, oh, she's all about herself. But I'm like, no, anybody that knows me knows that I've been doing that for so many years. It was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. And it's like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Yeah.
You are so awesome.
It's a gift. It's a gift. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's why she's gonna be on Success Saturdays. Hint, hint. Talking about her gifts, and everybody has those gifts, and you can see how she's using them, not just for herself, but for so many other people. I mean, that song alone, you know how many people that's touching. Steve said it herself. So we know, and I'm looking at the chat right there, and it's blowing up saying they love the song, they love the video. So when you show your gift and people love it, and they draw to it, that's that light that they're drawn to too. From your gifts.
It is powerful, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Certainly helped upgrade my show for sure.
Well, okay, so let's share some love there. I'm gonna do that right now. We at the Chemo Buddies for Life, or CB4L, the community, the Buddies Network, we call ourselves.
Right.
We are team, and Stephen is a big part of our team. So our team shows up for each other, and we're showing up for Stephen in his show right now, and he's showing up for us. And I'm blurry. Let me get my camera back. Let's see if I can get it going again.
Out of focus.
Yeah, it's out of focus. So, guys, I am here. I'm just going to try to bring it back into focus. There we go, I think. But I wanted to really just bring that together, and that is what community is all about.
Yeah.
And so the fact that we're able to share with you, Stephen, because you're out there making a difference for others in the platforms, what you read or what you shared as you started the show and helping. I mean, my goodness, how many of us know someone right now that is homeless? How many of us know that's battling, mental illness? How many are dealing with life-changing health events, cancer or others? So many. And that's what your mission is. And so for us to come and support it, oh yeah, that's what it's all about, right, Barbara?
Yes, that's what it's all about. And I'm glad that you brought up the community because, Stephen, like she said, you're family. We're all family. And when we could come together and support each other, it just makes it bigger. And our family grows because they see how much attendant we are together. When people see that we're raising up each other, that is, to me, that's just a miracle, because a lot of people tried to tear people down, but we always lifted people up. That's why I always like calling, Queen Tamara and King Stephen, because you're lifting people up. And if I could be a part of that, just a little bit of part of it, I want to get in there.
Well, you're a big part of it. What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I really feel blessed. I do. And that is an example of how we help each other, because when we help it is about connection through community. I mean, I've known you both for some number of years. And I just feel very blessed. I might have had to totally start over with my whole deal. I had to because I had it just happened, and it happened because I allowed it to happen. But the point is, you were still all there for me, and that was beautiful. And Carolyn was there. And I do it differently these days. I don't friend everybody in the world. I just friend people that are like-minded people that I know, that I can trust, that I believe in, and you are those people, and we're just there to help the community. And what's really awesome is it's like a worldwide audience that we have. That's thank you, technology. Right?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
Awesome. I mean, truly awesome. I just feel so blessed. I did have some notes, we talked about the things that people can do because, let me just look at my notes again, to overcome the stigma of a health condition. So what I'd like to do, let's start with you, Tamara, is to address the stigma. People have opinions. And so what would you suggest to our viewers about that?
Well, thank you. That's a great question. In fact, I think it's the very first time I've ever been asked that one. It's be who you are. Don't overthink it. Be who you are. And if you're trying to figure that out, journal. Just dive deep inside of you, because if you're going through this, you have a little bit of time usually to think. And so figure it out and don't judge yourself. And so what I found within me is I found I didn't like wigs. And I lived in Southern California when I went through things. And when I could finally start going back out, because I was kind of in solitary confinement for a while, when I was allowed back out, I didn't have any hair. And I had a sensitive head. And so what I found is that I walked outside boldly and bravely bald. And so I actually did have a few people step up to me, and I'll never forget it. I was at the bank one time, and this woman came up to me. She was younger. She was tattooed all over and everything like this, colored hair. And she's like, "Do you mind if I ask you a question?" I'm like, "Please do. Are you a cancer survivor?" I'm like, "Yes, I am." And she goes, "I thought so. I shaved my head with my grandma." And I was so proud to walk that journey with her. And not many women are willing to go out there bald, and I just want you to go, girl, go. And to this day, I mean, this is 10 years ago that happened, and I still remember what her tattoos looked like and the color of hair and everything, because it meant so much to me that I was showing up in who I was. And I didn't let it define me. I was me walking my journey with it. So thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
That's really strong.
Yeah,
Very
that is strong. Yes, it is. I was just thinking, yeah, Queen, that was awesome. You were talking about the stigma of it, because, you know, when you think about it, everybody's going to have, I always say, everybody has a story. Everybody has their own story. And I told myself when I found out about it, I said, I don't want to, first of all, I don't want to be in everybody's same story. I said, Barbara got to have her own story. Well, the first story was like denial. I'm going to put it out there. We're going to be transparent, right? I was in total denial because I didn't want to hear. When the doctor told me that, I'm like, okay, I'll see you in 2 more years. And I left the doctor's office because I was like, I was saying to myself, I got too much to do. I got to help people. I got to work. I want to make sure people are shining their light, as we say, and everything. I don't got time to hear about that. And you talking about the sea or whatever. I don't hear that. Yeah. But then what denial did is get worse. And like you said, Stephanie, we have, you know, your beliefs. I believe in God. And God was telling me, and he was like, okay, how are you going to help other people? And you need some help. I was like, oops. Uh-oh. I'm so sorry. I'm like,
well, you know.
So I had to say, okay, wait a minute. When he starts, you know, I didn't want to see those boom bolts come down. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I hear you loud and clear. So I went back to the doctor. Right. It got worse because I waited a long time. Yeah. And then I had to have surgery and stuff. I mean, that's a whole nother, you know, got to get in detail with that right now because of the time. But I just want to say that I didn't let everybody's story lapse into my story. First of all, I learned a lesson. Okay. For being in denial. And then second, after I learned that lesson and I had that light shine in me, that was God telling me, how are you going to shine for others if you need to be, if you're broken somewhere? So let's fix that, Barbara. Let's get that together. And then you go out and be that light. You go out and be that hope. You got to be that connection. So that was, you know, I wasn't even thinking of the stigmas of everything else. I was just thinking about, okay, what is my story going to bring to others? How am I going to help somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, God asked us to love one another as we love ourselves.
Yes.
And when we recognize that truly helping other people, supporting other people, being in community is truly the most important thing a person can do. And there's so much joy, so much happiness, so much peace from doing that. Is there fear involved getting there? Yeah, there sure is, because we're dealing with all these old things that were in our brain about, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that, or you got somebody, well, I wouldn't do that, I do this. You know, you just have to trust your heart. Trust your heart.
You know what, if you don't mind, what I'd like to do real quickly is share one thing that I've been sharing a lot about my positive attitude of going through this, but I haven't shared the caboose to all of that. And I think it needs to be said. Yeah. And that is that I also have a deep belief, and I have had it throughout my whole life. And my journey has been a health journey my whole life. And so my attitude was always, well, as long as I wake up and I am walking this earth, then I'm going to have the rose-colored glasses proudly, you know, and yet I have also known that when it was time for me to, if you will, go home, I will, and I will do it to a beautiful light. And, you know, and it will be my time to hopefully hear that, you know, yeah, okay, you did help a few people and you answered the call, and that's why I show up. And so I don't concentrate on the caboose a lot, yet, you know, am I aware? Oh yeah, I am. But every single day that I wake up, is an opportunity. And I just wanted to make that clear, and so that people are now, oh yeah, she's in denial. I've maybe been in denial about a few things, and it's not a river somewhere, though it is, but not about this. Yeah, I just trust.
Yeah, trust.
Mm-hmm.
We have to trust.
Yes.
We have to be careful what we trust, because I thought, oh yeah, I'm supposed to trust this person 100,000%, and unconditionally. That's what God wants. It's like, well, maybe from a distance, I should have listened, and so I wasn't until it was like, oh my gosh, I just need to be from a distance, not with that particular person. But it's okay that I experienced all that, because I don't know who. I think Barbara said it earlier about, from our pain comes our purpose, basically. That's the point. The trials that we go through take us to the point where we then can make a choice. What do we do next?
Yeah.
Every day is a blessing.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. It really is. We have another video, don't we?
Well, we do. If you want to play it, it's up to you on time.
Well, I don't know if we have enough time.
Yeah, if you want to have a little bit more discussion, or if you want to play it and then end, it's up to you. But however, the video that many are saying, I'm sure you'll be seeing it at some point, and it was one that actually Stephen is like, okay, let's have you come on, because I really love that video, because it really ties into the mental health and the Fab Five created.
Let's do it right this second, then.
Okay.
We don't need much time. All right, folks, here you go.
As we come together today,
we, the Fab family, stand united in love and unity.
We know that life brings challenges, and healing comes through connection.
In bringing awareness to mental health and well-being, we honor the strength it takes to keep moving forward.
Our show is dedicated to exploring our fabulous lives.
And that love will light the way.
Breathe and calm. Let the world come alive. Peace begins when love arrives.
Close your eyes, release the fear. Every doubt will disappear. In the silence, hear the song.
Love within has been here all along.
Healing through connections, our light will always stay. A love that lifts and strengthens, love will light the way.
Release the shadows,
lift the veil,
let the voice of love prevail.
Every moment fresh and new,
we are connected,
me and you. Healing through connections, our light will always stay. A love that lifts and strengthens, love will light the way.
In the quiet of the heart,
we are one, we're not apart.
let love carry, let love guide. Here together side by side. Healing through connections,
we're stronger when we share.
A love beyond perfection
that heals us everywhere. There is healing through connections for you.
Wow. I hope you folks enjoyed that. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, Tamara, as well as you, Barbara. Beautiful. If you'll allow me, I will play those in the future and do public service announcements because that's what it is. It is for the public and it's an announcement and it's all about you. We care about you. We love you. And by the way, Gloria Grace Rand is going to be on with us Friday. You saw her in some of these videos. Thank you, everybody. We do love you. And we will see you on Friday and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. All right. Thank you, guys.